Hey friend, we're here inside of the marketing section at Practice Impact Masters, and I want to really help to break down email marketing to you because this is an area that everybody's got questions about. They're trying to better understand, and I want you to understand it as the practitioner. I don't expect you to set all of this up. It is really important to be able to reach out to key team members or somebody in your local community to be able to do this. I want you to stay focused as the amazing clinician that you are, really, helping people to transform their health and their lives. But in order to get the right people into your practice, dominating the internet, entails so much. And if we just take it a piece at a time, again, consistent right actions done over and over produce just amazing exponential growth and dividends for you. And you can do so much with just capturing emails. And I'm going to tell you, this is a huge missed opportunity for many providers that I come in contact with today. And so here's kind of the basic idea of it. If you remember back to the previous marketing whiteboard where I really talked about what is marketing at the most basic level, it's getting your message out in front of the people that need you the most, and then kind of leaving those breadcrumbs about how they can get back to you, right? So you move them from problem to solution. So an email marketing campaign does this beautifully. It really helps to build trust, to build familiarity, to build your tribe through delivering value in advance, leaving those breadcrumbs. And here's how we do it. Typically, we have to get leads from somewhere. So when you've done your ideal patient avatar back in the branding section, when you've listened to me say over and over, who really needs you the most? Where are they really at? Because different people are in different places. So now let's pretend that we are marketing, in this case, to somebody with ADHD. This is the example we're going to use. And so we've gone inside of their groups on Facebook. We're doing blogs that are very, very specific to this condition, really talking to the problem. Hey, here's the problem. Here's the solution you're looking for. Here's what can help you with it. So we're putting out some content, we're putting out some regular posts, doing some Facebook Lives. Maybe you got a webinar out there, and you're going to tell people about it on the internet. Now, to keep it simple, I'm going to say you're telling them about it on social media. So pick one platform. We've really been focusing a lot on Facebook inside of here. And you're just going to really start to be about it, talk about it, let everybody know that you are the ADHD solution, or fill in the gap, whatever your specialty niche is. And you can have more than one, but I really encourage you to build up some momentum. And one of the things that we do inside of Fast Track is I encourage you, each 30 days to refocus. So if you offer multiple things under your roof, then you can go ahead each 30 days and tweak the focus so that people can gain some momentum with you, all right? So you're going to start out in the social realm. I don't want you to have to pay any money yet. But if you want to send people to your site, you want to do pay-per-click, that's totally your choice. But again, lots of free ways. So you send them to your website. Now, this is where you need to be able to collect the name and the email address. This all of a sudden becomes a warm lead, meaning somebody who's in your wheelhouse, who's already clicked and said yes to something out here, something that you've written about, something that you've Facebook Lived about, something that you've offered up, saying, hey, if this is you and you're looking for more of this, we can help. Click here. So they click it and they come over. So they've already identified by saying, yes, I'm looking for a natural solution for ADHD. So now they've landed on your website. Remember, super important, once they're at your website really needs to speak to that person. And you may have heard about landing pages. So your website, if you've got 5 different conditions that you take care of, you don't want to just send them to the front page of a general website. If you just got me all hooked in on ADHD, but then you sent me to a site that started talking about hormones and it started talking about stress reduction and I see men's health and I don't see anything about ADHD till the last slide, I could already be gone. You have 9 seconds max to really get and retain your prospects' attention in the internet space. So once you get them out here to say, yes, this is me, you want to land them on the appropriate page inside of your website. And these can be called landing pages. I absolutely, in meeting with many SEO experts, it is in your favor, it's in your benefit to create a page designated to just ADHD in this example on your website. It doesn't have to be the home page, but where there would be like a little drop down to get to ADHD. Make that ADHD page really speak to that ideal client. Have a picture of a happy family, a happy kid, a kid doing great with schoolwork, and let that headline really speak to them and the outcome that they want. And you can have an opt-in on that page. If you use separate landing pages, they can actually hurt your organic SEO. SEO is search engine optimization. That's what moves you up faster to the first page of Google. So when you send them into your site, let's pretend that this is the ADHD page, okay? And now they're here, and they're like, yeah, I want to find out more natural solutions. So I'm going to have something pop up. Now I'm going to tell you some of the lead magnets. They're called lead magnets or opt-in bribes. And again, this is where you're giving that value in advance. So you're thinking, who's my ideal person? ADHD, mom of an ADHD child. And what is it that she really wants? Well, she wants to not feel badly, feeling what did she do wrong? She wants to find solutions because she really wants her child back. She wants her family back. She wants to see her child have the best chance at a happy, healthy life. So she's looking for solutions. And one of the things that's most spoken about with ADHD is the role of food. And I'll tell you, if you've ever dealt with ADHD, nothing scares a parent of an ADHD child faster than thinking they've got to switch their food. They don't know where to start. They don't know how to do it. They know they should, but it's just so overwhelming to them that they have no idea how to tackle that. So what if your website to the ADHD mom gave her a free recipe book, a free ADHD natural solutions recipe book? 5 simple steps to helping your child have better nutrition for a happier, healthier life. Something like that. You and your team pull your top favorite recipes. You're not going to sell this on Amazon, so if you've already found recipes from Paleo Mom or wherever, you can credit where it came from, but you can compile it, you can save it as a PDF, and now it becomes a downloadable document. So they're going to come to your site, and in order to get that recipe book, they've got to give you their name and their email. And now we just know we got one of our ideal clients that's interested in ADHD. That's what we do. We take care of ADHD. Great. So now there's a better chance that we can start a meaningful conversation with them, leaving those breadcrumbs to help them know how they can get from problem to solution and into our practice. So once they're here and you've just gotten their name and their email, and you've given them that recipe book, you might be going, whoa, Melissa, how the heck do I do this? I want to tell you there's a lot of online autoresponders, for your email marketing, but there's some really simple ones. If you've got just a regular size practice, one of my favorite is called GetResponse, and we'll have links here for you all. But GetResponse is super, super simple, very inexpensive, where you can capture their emails and you can create what's called a drip campaign, an email follow-up drip campaign, which we're going to talk about here in just a moment. So that that recipe book that you made would actually be uploaded into GetResponse. And the way it's programmed is at the moment that they give the name and the email, it talks to GetResponse. That email goes into the bank of, oh, this one's for ADHD, and you can create all different types of lists. So you can have one for ADHD, one for hormones, you can make it whatever you want. And now all of a sudden, it automatically kind of trips the switch. And so the first thing goes out, which is the immediate response of, here's your book. Thanks so much for opting in. Here's your free recipe book. Enjoy it. Then you can create and program how often you want the campaign to talk to the person. Now, the rule of thumb is once somebody opts in, that's when they are right there with you. So you want to do what's called staying top of mind. You want to stay in front of them so they remember you, so that there's a better chance that they're going to actually open the emails, because they just said yes one time. Chances are they're going to say yes again by opening more of your emails. So best rule of thumb is after the first email goes out, that you send them another email within approximately 24, no more than 48 hours, because you don't want it to be too far of a gap that they've already forgotten you, okay? 24 hours is a good time frame. And that's right here. That first email after the recipe book is just going to say, hey, thanks so much. Hope you're enjoying the recipe book. Here's one of my favorites. Write in and tell me what yours is. And, I want to also share with you, if you're enjoying the recipe book and you're looking for natural solutions, you might want to know what else could be going on besides food. Wow. Now that just hooked them, because a lot of moms know to look for food, but they might not know to look in other places. So what if that's what the second one said? So now you're going to give them value, and you're not going to just hook them. You're going to say, hey, here's, in addition to food, this is a big one, and here's the next thing that could be going on with your child, and you're going to give them another thing. So maybe you're going to talk to them about brainwaves. Maybe you're doing neurofeedback in your practice. And you don't sell them. You don't say, hey, you want to come into our practice? You don't do that. You just say, hope you're enjoying it. Here's one of my favorites. Tell me one of yours. And hey, did you know that there's more than just food that could be at play with ADHD? Let me tell you, here's some research that we just found out. Here's a link to this article over on PubMed. You might want to check it out. Okay, so all you did was something, just you gave them more, and you're not selling yet. And you're just saying, hey, hope you found this information helpful. We're always here if you've got any questions. Wishing you and your family a great day. Dr. So-and-so. Now, the next email is going to come 48 to 72 hours later, because we don't want to blow up their inbox every day. We want that nice tempo. So about another 2 days later go by, 2 to 3 days later, and you're going to send them the next email, which is now going to be part 2 of the 3-part Why ADHD is More Than Just Food series. So maybe this video or this email, which can be just written, or you can embed videos if you feel really good in front of the camera. And if you do feel good in front of the camera, it is a great time to actually do video, because they start to get a real sense of you, of your personality, and they can determine if they like what you're saying enough that they want to say yes and actually come in sooner than later. So now let's say the second video is all about methylation, and you're going to really break that down in very simplified terms so that they feel comfortable. They don't feel like you're talking at them all doctor and they feel confused and dumb and stupid. So help to give relatable terms in a way that they understand what that might be. And then you're going to always go, hey, P.S., keep your eye out in your inbox for part 3, for video 3 of this 3-part series of what else besides food could be at play with ADHD. So now they're anticipating. And actually, you would do that at the end of this one, too. They're anticipating your next email. So they're going to be more inclined to actually open it when it comes. And finally, third email. This is where you get to actually extend an offer, okay? So by the time they get your third email is when you've now built up enough goodwill and trust. You're going to give them that third part. Maybe this one's functional movement, all about how kids are sitting all day with tech snack, and you're going to talk about what that's doing to the brain. And so now you're going to give them a simple exercise that they could do for their kid. And you're going, but hey, these are some of the easy, low-hanging fruit items. Typically in ADHD, there can be a lot more going on beneath the surface. Here at So-and-so Practice, we don't guess. We test to really get to the root cause, because we believe in giving you back your healthiest, happiest family, giving that you have the right to experience your healthy, whatever, like you give that final little tagline, right? So at the end is when you can give the sale, the offer. Right now, we're offering our exam and whatever package at, or you can come in and get this plus this, you can get this plus this on top of it. So if you want to do an added value or however you want to do it, but that's the flow. And then they come into your practice, and we're going to go through the office sales system over in our sales, okay? So when you're looking in the sales section, we really go through practice systems, and we're going to break it down, kind of the office flow of 1, 2, 3. But for now, this is how you capture. This is what's called nurturing. Now they're part of your tribe. Once you go through those first 3 emails, can you do more? Absolutely. Typically, after you nurture and you give them your first offer, if they don't come in by then, you're still keeping them, and now you're going to email them about every 7 days. 7 to 14 days. Just keep it on a consistent schedule, and they don't have to be long. It doesn't have to be some crazy thing. It's just sharing a research article that you found. It's sharing, hey, you're dealing with ADHD. That's what we specialize in here. And we just found this, we just learned this, we were just thinking about this, we're thinking about you. You can make it real, you can make it personable, because that's what people are looking for. They're looking for authenticity. They're looking for honesty. And nothing helps to build value. We talked about this in our value branding section. Nothing builds more value than helping to build these relationships and give people an experience before they ever come into your practice, because this earns you so much credibility that in the eyes and the hearts of your prospects, they just say, man, this person's so incredible. And here's the deal. This person may never be able to come into you. Maybe they live in Montana, and maybe you're in Texas, and they're just like, there's no way. But they happen to stumble across you on an internet search, or a friend of a friend of a friend was in the thread, and they saw you on Facebook, but they love what you said. And now they've got a cousin in Texas who just found out that their child has ADHD. And guess what the person in Montana is going to tell the cousin in Texas? you got to go check out Dr. So-and-so. So the thing about this is that this builds value. And it's not always one for one. Somebody opts in and they're going to come in. And don't call and start to hard pressure. But it builds a relationship and it builds your expertise. It leverages you in such a way that it truly does amplify your reach beyond just what your brick and mortar can do. Email marketing is a powerful tool. There's MailChimp, there's Aweber. There is a GetResponse, like I said. Infusionsoft is a fantastic system. It's a pretty big system, so I would only recommend that you're using that if you're doing more on the virtual side and you're doing things with affiliate marketing, but it is a great, great system, but it might just be a little bit too much if you're just getting into this. Constant Contact, not so much anymore, okay? So if you're using that, it doesn't really give you as much flexibility on the email follow-up drip campaigns, so you may want to merge over to something like GetResponse. And I'm such an advocate of it. I don't get anything from them. It's just so easy. It's literally click and point, drag and drop. So pretty much anybody can go in and watch a couple videos and figure out how to use it. It's a great task to assign to your front desk to really allow them to be a part of the process of helping to get more of your ideal patient into your practice. So go take action. Let me know, let me see what marketing campaigns you're doing. You can talk about this inside of the Facebook group if you've got questions of what you're looking to put together. We can talk about this in office hours if you're needing help with what your bribe should be. If I didn't say it, guys, quizzes are really good, ebooks are good. Free consults, maybe, but I wouldn't go right towards that. That's kind of the lowest on my list. Webinars are also really great. But I'll tell you, recipe books and quizzes work all day long. Those are the two best lead generation tools to get people to opt into your website so that you can begin to nurture them and to develop that lasting relationship that will lead them into your office for those results-focused solutions that only you can deliver to them. All right, take care. See you on the next video.